Hello and welcome to Train Sim World 3, where today we are back on Southeastern High Speed, where in front of us we've got the absolute beautiful Class 375 in its kind of old school Southeastern white livery. As we depart from Faversham, you can see we've got a Class 66 just pulling into the station as well, which is very cool to see. I like it. And actually, in fact, we've got a 375 in the rear, as in the newer blue Southeastern livery. So it's very different to see the two together. This is a service from Ramsgate to London Victoria. However, we will be just driving the portion from Faversham to Rochester. So if you like this video, why don't you hit that like button and also subscribe? It really does make a big difference to the channel. But without further ado, let's head for our next stop, which is Sittingbourne, in just under 7 miles. There we go, as we start to speed up there. Let's I tell you what, let's fly down here somewhere. We'll pop ourselves into a good location to watch this the white 375 flyby. And then you can see in the rear the newer blue Southeastern livery. It's very cool to see. So the white livery was were the original colours of this 375 before obviously it was converted into the newer blue livery. The white livery comes with the Class 37 Euro Phoenix add-on pack. So as part of the kind of the runs and the scenarios, it's all about taking kind of these older 375s in the white livery up to Derby, where they would be refurbed and then returned in the newer blue livery. So it's nice that we've got both actually in this consist. You can see both, but it's also very cool that we get to use the white livery on the in just regular timetable mode. And I think it's just, again, it's all adding to the variety that is available on Southeastern High Speed. I have to say it is certainly one of my most favourite routes to drive, just given the sheer variety and the different types. You've got high speed, commuter. Yes, it definitely is a bit of a crowd pleaser in terms of all the different types of gameplay that are available to you. And obviously with the brand new Class 700 coming at some point, that'll add another bit of diversity to this route, which I didn't think would be possible for even more, but hey, here we are. We can now head up to what appears to be 85. So let's use the full speed of this 375. There we go, up to 80. We actually will be going up to 90 very shortly by the looks of it. So yeah, big fan of that. Obviously the Class 700, no release date on that yet, which is a shame, because yeah, I really am excited to drive that on this route and yeah, see what it's got to offer. So we'll see. There's the 90 board. So we'll actually start to speed up a little bit more now. So this, I believe this is its max speed of 100. So we're still not at the. Oh, hit that whistle board. As we fly through this station. What station is it? It's Tatum. And we're speeding already. So let's just bring that back to 90. There we go, nice and easy. Obviously these Electro Stars are pretty easy to drive, especially we've got very familiar with them obviously on this route and Brighton main line as well. flying now. Actually, we do need to be slowing for the 85 up ahead. There's the board for the 85. And then I think immediately we go straight back up to 90. I'm unsure why you drop down and then head back up. It's not like there's a bridge or anything during that speed section, so yeah, that's a bit of an odd one. I don't think we will head up to 90 as we're only a mile out, or just over a mile out from Sittingbourne now, so we need to think about when we will start braking. We'll come off the power and we'll start to slow it down now. We've got around 50 seconds to get there, plenty of time. The brakes on this 375 are, you know, pretty decent, so it will go into notch 3 now, because I think as we come around this curve, the station is going to come into view. Okay, just ease off into notch 2. It looks like we've got a 465 and another 375, so this is what I mean about the variety that you see on this route. We've obviously seen the Class 66 as we were just leaving Faversham not too long ago. There we go. We're going to be pretty bang on time, I think. Look for our stop board, which is just coming up. There we go. About 15 seconds late. That's absolutely acceptable. And we'll jump out as we've got passengers falling through the the stairs over to the platform as the 375 departs. And we'll have a quick look at this 465 as well that's in the station. Just a 4-car unit. They're very fun to drive. We still got passengers falling through? Yeah, kind of. We'll ignore that. We'll just hold here for a couple of seconds, but actually start to lock those doors. And then we'll be ready to depart at 45 minutes past 11. There we go. And away we go. So we're actually still under 90 miles an hour, so we can be quite aggressive with our departure. As we head back up to, well, I don't think we'll get up to 90 by the time we hit our next speed, or I guess downgrade of speed. Oh, that's it. There we go. Already up to 50 though, so we might be actually be able to get up to 90 maybe. So we've still got 1.2 miles until we need to be down for 70, but next stop will be Raynham, 5 miles, and we've got about 6 minutes to get there, which should be absolutely doable. We left on time, so it's promising. So we clip through the trees there. There we go. We'll acknowledge DSD. So, I think the 70 board is coming up just ahead there. So we'll just come off the power and keep ourselves around 70. Keep ourselves now in notch 2. we go. Maybe a little bit more power to get us up to 70, why not? So after Raynham, we've got Gillingham, Chatham, and then finally Rochester. So a couple more stations to go. We're making good progress. It's always a fun little journey on this section. We'll show you on the map. So as you can see, we started off down here at Faversham. We've obviously made our way to Sittingbourne. Next up, we Raynham. These are generally, these next couple of stations are in a lot sort of closer proximity to one another. But as you can see on the map, we've got you know, what is really quite a lengthy bit of speed in there. As a 395 or a Javelin goes past. There we go. Too busy showing you the map as we go through Newton. Jump back in that cab. So as I was saying, you've got Ashford down here in the south. Obviously work all the way up to London St Pancras. So it's yeah, really good length route with yeah, as I said at the start, a lot of diversity in terms of the types of gameplay as well. So yeah, really nice to play this route. So still on the 75, and we've got 1.6 miles to go to Raynham. So feels like we're a little bit ahead of time at the moment here. Seen the variety so far. We've seen 66, and obviously just saw the 395 or the Javelin just then, as it's just starting to rain. So this is, you can see, one of the key features of Train Sim World 3 being the dynamic weather. It's nice to see that coming into play. We will need to start braking. Just very lightly at the minute, it's raining. But obviously that will affect our adhesion on the rails now. As the rain really starts to come down a little bit more, we'll pop it into, not fast, into slow. And the station's just coming into view now. But we are about a minute and a half early, so it's all good stuff. As passengers start to get out their umbrellas, understandably given this rain. Platform 0. You don't often see a platform 0, do you? There we go, there's a car marker. Well, unlock the doors. We're about a minute early, which is quite surprising. As you can see, the rain really is coming down now. All these passengers that are getting off are going to be absolutely soaked. Perfectly in the station there. Train's looking still pretty busy with plenty of passengers on. You can see this is heading to London Victoria. So obviously we'll leave it at... ooh, hit the bridge there. We'll leave it at Rochester, where it will continue onwards. By the looks of it, we've got another 375 just coming into the station. Just a 4-car unit this time. And we've got to wait here for another 40 seconds or so. You can really hear the thunder now. Can we get some view of any lightning? I've not seen any lightning so far. We'll be ready, getting ready to lock the doors very shortly. let's start locking them. There we go, there's those doors shut. And we are ready to depart. Got to be a little bit careful now with the amount of power we apply coming out of the station. Don't want to hit any wheel slip. There we go. You see instantly going into notch 4. You can see on the HUD there we were picking up wheel slip. It's safe to move it into notch 4 now. So next up will be Gillingham in just 2.7 miles. So that's really not far at all. Yeah, it really is. Really is coming down with the thunder in the background. You know, sometimes I think, is this weather too dynamic? Because is it too often than not? You know, you're making. You know, you start off in the light cloud, and then yeah, quite frequently it will start raining. Does it need to be perhaps dialed back a bit? Yeah, maybe. I think it could do with that. So up to 70 already. Clip through these bushes here. There we go, we've got AWS to say that we will be going down to 60 very shortly. So just gently start applying the brakes. Speed is coming down nicely. Probably ease off now. It's worth saying I'm using the AWS plunger from TS controllers. A lot of their stuff is obviously predominantly for Train Sim Classic, but the AWS plunger does work with Train Sim World without any problem at all, because it is simply replicating the Q key on the keyboard. So yeah, if you're interested, do check them out, because it really does add something a little bit different to the experience, obviously, instead of just driving solely with the keyboard. So I'm a big fan of that. We'll acknowledge there as we'll be going down to do need to be braking a little bit more as we go past the depot here with a couple of 465s. It's always nice to see the depot busy. Actually, we'll keep braking for now. We've got AWS warning for the speed there, but we are permitted to continue doing 60. But we are stopping here at Gillingham as we run over the Gillingham level crossing there. You can see just a 465 peeking through in the background there. That's very cool. We are pretty much going to be bang on time coming into Gillingham, which is nice. There we go. Keep it rolling for a minute. You can see the repeater there. We still got the green, so no problem at all. There we go. We'll get ready to unlock those doors. The weather is still against us. That's the actually, as that was the AWS warning that we would have got there, because I guess some locos would need to slow down to 35, but not us. We can continue at 60. Nothing coming into this platform here. Got anything coming in, arriving shortly? Yeah, possibly. Looks like we probably will pass something as we depart. Oh, we need to be locking the doors and going. So you can still hear the thunder in the background. So there we go. Chatham next, just 1.4 miles, so really not far to go at all. But we can only hit... There we go, we can hit notch 4 now. Not getting any wheels. We still are getting wheel slip actually. So we'll just ease back to notch 3 as the speed comes up. Then we'll jump into notch 4. We are still getting wheel slip. Now it's eased off. There we go. So just turn those wipers off as we head through this tunnel. We'll get our speed back under control. There was that train that we were expecting into Gillingham that we were looking at on the board there. It's 50. We'll probably get ready to turn our wipers back on as we head back out into the rain. It's clearly a built up area we're going through at the moment. See, it's very wet out. We will continue braking actually for now because I'm pretty sure we shouldn't be using that view really, it's not realistic. There's 30 anyway. It's always a slow approach around this part as we head through the tunnel. As soon as we head out the other end, I'm pretty sure, yeah, as you can see, the platform is, or the station is right upon us. There comes the rain again. So we are a little bit early actually, which is always nice. Take a little bit more care trying to hit our stop marker. So we're going to get a double yellow here, so we'll get ready to acknowledge. Oh, it's nice pressing an actual plunger. There it goes. Kind of set, the station is set in between two tunnels, which is pretty different. Let's unlock those doors. This is Chatham Station, very nice. Got anything coming in here shortly? Yeah. A pretty busy part of the route, that's for sure. I want to see what the timetable's looking like on here. See the two joined together there, very nice. We've got to wait around 40 seconds. That's where the pantograph probably would be if it was driven using overhead wires, or powered by overhead wires, should I say. Start locking those doors. Well, we'll do it back now. Jump back in the cab. There's the door shut. And we've got the signal there. And away we depart. Obviously just in notch 3 still. But as we get into the tunnel, we probably could go a little bit faster. We could probably actually turn the wipers off as well. so we didn't get that horrible squeaking in the background. Still under 30. So Rochester next, 0.7 of a mile. Not far at all. We've got AWS there to acknowledge for the double yellow. We'll put these back on to slow. So we pop outside the tunnel and we'll go through what is the old Rochester station. Which is very... See, this was abandoned for the newer station, which is where we'll be stopping for our... is our final stop. As we've got a javelin passing us, very nice to see. And that's AWS for the single yellow, which is fine. We'll slow ever so slightly as the station just starts to come into view. But we're going to be pretty much banging on time. So we've kept the time quite nicely here. We'll get AWS for the red. You can see we've got the repeater there that's showing it's signal at danger. There you go, you can see the actual signal itself now, just as we go around the corner. There we go, pretty spot on, I would say. We'll unlock those doors, and that is our final stop of this run. So hopefully you've enjoyed this one. If you have, that was a passenger flying off to the moon there. I hope you just caught that because it's always fun to see, because you do see it. As I was saying, if you've enjoyed this one, why don't you hit that like button and also subscribe as well. I really do appreciate it. And the final thing to do is to lock our doors, although it doesn't even want us to do that, and we'll see if we got that gold. Let's see. Absolutely. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.